All right, here we are in Poff Hall following a lovely first worship service of the year at West Glenville Reformed Church, where a beautiful guest message was delivered this morning. We got Celebrate Communion. All is off to a good start here up in the hills of West Glenville. And now it's time for announcements. So who has an announcement that they would like to make? Barb, you get to go first.
I have a few today.
Barb's got a few.
So I just wanted to mention to everybody the community meal's coming up. Be Thursday. That's a free meal. Come in and enjoy that time with fellowship. And we also have a Kickstart Club. That's for our younger people that runs at the same time. That starts at 6:30. The community meal starts at 5:30. And then on Saturday, January 11th, we're going to have some fellowship time here in Poff Hall from 2 to 5. We're going to try some acrylic painting on canvas. And then on Friday, January 17th, for the youth fellowship, do you want to build a snowman? And I'm going to leave you with that thought. So,
All right.
And then there's more coming, but I think that's enough for right now.
Okay, great. And Barb did mention the community meal. That's this coming Thursday at 5:30. And last I knew, Deb still needs chilies. So if you can make a chili, like the actual soup type of chili, not the actual pepper, but she needs chilies. So if you know how to make a chili, reach out to Deb and let her know you're willing to bring one for that. So that's Thursday at 5:30. Let Deb know if you can do chili. Other announcements. I see Lila here.
I have two. My first one is an update on Drama Club. We have been taking quite the little break here, but I think we might, it depends, but we're probably gonna keep the break going a little bit, but when, I think maybe the end of this month, I'm not sure when the Bible studies end.
Oh, it ends at the end of February.
Okay. So we can squeeze in some meetings during there, but they won't be in the Blue Room, obviously. But we'll really start back up after Bible study's done. We will definitely have other meetings. Don't worry, I'm not gonna quit on you guys. But just letting everybody know that there's gonna be a little bit more of a break there. And we have a birthday, so I think we should sing.
Are you going to start us off?
No.
Happy birthday to you. It's Krebs, Becky. Or Becky. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Becky. Happy birthday to you. All right. Marissa's next.
I was hoping to go towards the end. So today begins our Bible study of learning how to trust God. We'll be in the Blue Room in about 5 minutes after announcements. Everyone's welcome. If you can't stay today, that's fine. It goes on for 6 weeks.
All right. And it's all about trusting in the Lord, right?
Yes.
Is that building up our ability to trust God? Okay, great. Thank you, Marissa. Yes.
I just want to offer a public thank you to everyone for your prayers, your cards, your well wishes. I'm feeling great. It was a minor event, and I'm so happy to be here, so thankful for your prayers and friendship and for the power of the Lord. Amen.
Amen. Amen. Any other announcements? Yes, all right,
Just a couple. I'm looking around the room. There are 11 of you who went over to Capstone last Sunday, so thank you for doing that, including Sophie, the therapy dog. This Wednesday at 10 o'clock, we'll be going to Capstone again. If you'd ever like to join us, you're welcome to come. 1 week from Wednesday, we'll have a 11:45 luncheon, part of congregational care. We've got some men, 2 men and 1 woman coming from the city mission who've gone through a program, recovery and education. They'll be sharing lunch with us. The lunch will be provided, so you don't have to bring any food. Also this week, Wednesday, the socks that are behind Becky will be going down to the city mission. If anybody has some time early afternoon, want to take a drive into Schenectady with me, give me a call. We'll deliver those to the city mission. Thanks so much.
All right, thank you, Art. I just have a couple well, one quick one is we're starting up our weekly Wednesday night communion services this coming Wednesday. And so that's going to be at 7 o'clock. It's just a half-hour communion service. So come and share in God's presence with us. And choir will be back on after that. It's at 7:30. So you can come for communion and then join the choir, which is always a lovely thing. So that starts up this coming Wednesday. If you want to be on the list for people who are lay readers, either for Sunday mornings or Wednesday nights, or if you would like to be a chalice server for Wednesday nights and you're not getting emails from Sign Up Genius, let me know and I will add you to the list. So just let me know. So that's why you're seeing some more folks get involved with the reading, because we've got that up and running now. So you can just let me know if you'd like to participate with that. And I think that's it for our regular stuff. So maybe we'll turn it over to Uncle Kent, see what you'd like to share with us.
All right. First off, thank you for letting me be with you, letting us be with you. After Art's thing, Jill said she's never coming with me again. This congregation has been incredibly supportive of Camp Fowler, and particularly of me, for the last 39 years. And at the end of this year, I'm going to be retiring from camp. Now, it's not because I don't like my job. I love my job. It's not that I don't like kids. I love kids, and I love job securities right in front of me. It's that I read the Bible. And in the Bible, Moses was in the wilderness for 40 years, and God said, that's it. You're done. If you can't get him across the river in 40 years, you're done. And I'm kind of hedging my bets that 40 years may be too much to be there. It's time for a transition in leadership at camp. We've done a lot with your help, with your support. Camp has solidified who it is as a camp that is about hospitality and community, about simplicity and caring for creation. It's become a place that the facilities Norm was just talking about when you guys helped build Cairo, the additions to Cairo. It's a place that we continue to work on to keep the facilities in good shape. I am the chair of the Outdoor Ministry Association of the United Church of Christ. And they have about 40 camps. Many of them are failing because they didn't have people to take care of the place, to keep it up. So when you have deferred maintenance, it really falls fast. And so we've worked hard to keep it up. The new dining hall is now 15 years old, by the way, that you supported to help build. But we just finally got the inside sanded and finished so that can maintain itself. We redid the outside during COVID. We are currently working with a company to save Spencer Lodge. That's the big old cabin, right? 100 plus years old. Well, one of the sills is finally rotted out, and they're going to come under, take it up. Here's a little fact for you. We bought camp back in 1953 for $25,000. 165 acres, 9 buildings, 1,000 feet of lake frontage. It's going to cost about $90,000 to put a sill under one of those buildings. So, times change. So we've worked hard at making sure that your camp is fine. Your camp has raised a lot of leaders. If you doubt that, just look in front of you. The folks who are part of this congregation who have been influenced by camp and who have cut some of their chops there and have grown on to really become good leaders in camp. So on my way out, we're looking to raise a leadership fund for camp. We're looking to say, what's it going to take to get us into the next era so that this camp is available for these folks and for the folks who come after them. And so we're looking to raise money to increase how we work with our high school students, our swim program, so we can bolster them, because we know a lot of kids don't have youth groups, who don't like we used to have, perhaps. And so that experience of these 20 or so young adults who are working side by side with this becomes a real formative experience. We're looking at what can we do to help our summer staff, the 25 summer staff who are with us. How do we help them grow more in their faith? A lot of them come from our churches and frankly don't know much. Haven't been in an environment where they've been able to grow in faith. Camp allows them 10 weeks to be immersed in that environment, to grow our leaders there. We're looking to continue to be leaders in our care for the environment. We pay less for utilities now than we did in 1987 when I arrived. That's because we've been smart. We've redone our lights. We've generated 3/4 of our electric with solar up there. We like to continue to look at ways so that when the next person asks you for money, it's not going to go right to National Grid. We're looking for ways to be good stewards because that models to our campers, to our staff, to our visitors, to our parents. This is how we care for God's creation, and how we can be good stewards of that. And we're looking to start a fund to that can be pulled as an endowment to help continue to pay for leaders in the future, whether they're spiritual directors, whether they're helping to give our summer staff a decent wage so that they can actually afford to work at camp. How can we continue to do that? So we're looking to raise money for some of that. I passed out a brochure. I ran out of them, but some of you have them around to say what we're going to do. We're looking to raise $600,000 to do this. I'll tell you that the Albany classes, we went to them in early December. We asked them for $100,000 out of their support, and they said no. They said, how about 125? And then it was 125, 125, 130, 135, 35, 35, 140. And so Albany Classes has agreed to support us with $140,000. It looks like Cobblestone Reformed Church is also going to be giving a significant chunk out of their reserves to put it in ministry. And we just got a $25,000 check from the Reformed Church of Syracuse, where I was in late November, and all 15 of them in the congregation said they support this. And with that, they said, but we have these Bhutanese kids in the congregation who use this afterwards. Can they come to camp? So they've arranged, because we asked, we got 12 kids coming who are part of their congregation. Some immigrant kids from Syracuse are going to be coming to camp next summer. How cool is that? First Church Albany is doing the same thing. We're working with them right now to arrange to see if we can't get a group from Arbor Hill. We've tried for years and years. We think we got a contact now. Because we asked, we think we can get kids to come in who aren't part of our normal system, who can be part of this whole idea that we are all the family of God, and that camp is a camp for everyone. So I just want to thank you. Jill and I want to thank you for your support over all these years. It makes a huge difference to have people like Art and Bill and Abby and all of you who've carried me, and I'm looking forward to what lies in my future, but I'm also really looking forward to the new director. There's Emmy's on the board of trustees, and there's a transition team that started a year and 2 months ago. They started looking and working at hiring a new director. We should have someone in place by next September at the latest, and I'm looking forward to knowing seeing where they take the camp with your guidance. So the one thing I ask is you cut them as much slack as you cut me. And I still am a wise fool. Emphasis on fool when it comes to what we do at camp. But we've been a pleasure to serve you. I'm really looking forward to one more summer. And so if you come up this summer, do it, because it's our last chance to play together. So that's about it. Any questions? Again, thank you for letting us be here. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you, Kent. All right, anything else for today? All right, thank you so much. Enjoy the Bible study and chat with Ken if you want to talk a little bit in person. And thanks so much for being here. We'll see you next week.